Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. There's certain things that are going on, man, that you just can't make up at all whatsoever. And some of those certain things, they shouldn't exist. They shouldn't exist at all whatsoever. Say what's good. And them certain things that you guys can see by the name of the live, the caption of the live, man. We talking about certain people and individuals. Peep song and sing. Yeah, I heard it. I listened to it before I went live. It was pretty good, it was pretty good. It was alright. But man, there's certain things going on within the world that you just can't make up. Can you believe that, man? Can you sit around and believe that a grown man would paint his nails? Can you sit around and believe that a grown man would dress as the opposite biology? Can you sit around and believe that a grown man would take another man's limo and park it in his garage? And if y'all hear any popping sounds, man, that's just because there's still some fools outside that are still popping fireworks, like 2, 3 days after the fact of 4th of July. So yeah, man, there's still some people out there acting a fool, but it is what it is. They gonna do what they do. As long as they ain't letting Keisha out, I don't really care. It don't bother me at all. But we talking about some real Keishas tonight, man. I'm talking about Drake and every other artist, not even artist, but rapper. No. The mute button popped off all day. The mute button popped off all day. No. Anyways, Drake, Uzi, uh, I can never remember his name, but his name, I guess just because his name is never worth remembering. There's another rapper who's sitting around saying that he's gonna transform to the other side. Man, I didn't ask what you was tired of. I don't care about what you're tired of. I'm gonna get you up on out of here. But anyways, all these rappers out here who claim to be hard, they sit around and rap about doing things out there in the streets. Yeah, they definitely doing things out there in the streets. But they want to sit around and say that they tough with it, they gangster, they hard, they this, that, and the third. They put people under the ground. They do this, that, and the third. They put ops in the ground. They do everything. But in real life, what do? They sit around. They paint their nails. They braid their hair. They wear female lingerie. They wear all types of different things and do all types of different things. That is complete opposite to the image that they portray. It's all a lie. It's all a facade, and it's all a part of which I don't want to realize that. It's all a part of their operation to keep the people asleep, to lull them into a false sense of comfortability, a false sense of hope, a false sense of confidence. It's all a part of the plan to keep you underneath the blanket. System of a Down is legendary. That's 100% facts. There's not another band out there like them. But man, all this programming going on, all this MK Ultra stuff going on, all this shove it in your face going on. You have to agree with what I believe in. You have to accept me for what I am. How can I accept you for what you are when you couldn't even accept yourself for who you're supposed to be? You can't make this stuff up, and this is why I say that Drake is closeted, because he has given us so many different subliminal messages. He is the way he talks, bro. Just the way he talks alone should tell you that Drake is closeted. Embarrassing. He paints his nails yellow, then he paints them pink. What's next? He's gonna paint them the multicolored flag. Yeah. No, he gonna paint them the multicolored flag. He gonna dye his hair like 6ix9ine, and then he really gonna be rocking the closeted look. He gonna have the closeted starter pack For real, for real. He gonna have the closeted starter pack. He gonna have everything else in between, literally in between his legs. And I'm not talking about in front. I'm talking about behind. He gonna have everything else in between his legs, behind. You know, it's funny to me because all these people who sit around and talk about doing this, that, and the third, but really act the complete opposite biology. They sit around and say that they don't like the same biology, but they really do. But what they don't do is crash out and go to prison. I mean, I don't get it because when you go to prison, you get tons of free uh, limos and hot dogs and chickens and all types of stuff. You get all that stuff for free every day, all day, every single day. All you can eat buffet all day, every day over there in prison, and yet they don't want it. They don't want it. That's what blows my mind is how much they act the way they do. They don't want the all you can eat buffet. That's what I don't understand. I mean, if it, you talk about being gangster, they're gangster there. You fit in with them. You do certain things to other people. You know, you put them underneath the ground. They do the same thing. They fit in pretty well with them. Uh, they like to have their pets on a leash. You fit in pretty well being one of their pets. Uh, they like to do things to their pets. You fit in pretty well because you love parking limos in your garage. You love all types of different stuff, man. You love hot dogs. You love choking other people's chickens. You love all types of different stuff, bro. But you don't go there. Why not? I mean, just do yourself a favor, bro. It'd be like heaven. It would be like heaven for you if you were to go there, and yet you don't. You remain outside of it. That's your safe haven right there. That's your heaven. That's your all you can eat buffet, and you still ignore it. Why are you ignoring something that you always dream of? It don't make no sense to me at all whatsoever. You can't make this stuff up. You know, turn around, and these are quote unquote giants within our community. These are quote unquote giants within our community who sit around and push this bull crap out to our youth, to young boys trying to become men, to young girls trying to become women. You preach that a female can't be relevant now without being the adulteralizing herself. You preach that a dude can't be relevant without becoming a Tarzan and swinging the other way, or supporting those who do, or cross dressing, or BBLs, or whatever the case may be. This generation is on the biggest path to destruction that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, this is the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah going on that you see right before your very eyes. If y'all have ever wondered what Sodom and Gomorrah was like before God destroyed it, this is exactly what it was like right here, right now, in today's day and age. This is a second look at Sodom and Gomorrah before God destroyed it. And I wouldn't be surprised if he destroyed it again. No, I wouldn't be surprised if he destroyed it again. If he destroyed it the same way he did before, with fire and brimstone straight from heaven, I wouldn't be surprised if he did it again. And I wouldn't even be mad at it. If he did, I'd understand it. All the corruption going on, all the Tarzans that run around like they're a bunch of animals in a zoo, like dinosaurs back before humans took over the earth. They be running around like that. You know, so I mean, it's got to stop at some point or another. It's got to stop at some point or another. It makes you wonder when will it stop. Well, this is what happens when you remain in the industry for too long. Is the industry gets influence over you, and you start to act the same exact way that everybody else does. They throw their legs over their shoulders so their homies can take them to Pound Town when they claim to be street thugs. You paint your nails when you claim to rob banks and do this, that, and the third. You can't make this stuff up, bro. You cannot make this stuff up at all whatsoever. It's so goofy to me how somebody could say that they're this, that, and the third, but in real life be the complete and utter opposite of what they say they are, do, and represent. If there was ever an oxymoron in reality, it's these rappers, these people in the industry. And it's not just the rappers; it's everybody in the industry. Everybody in the industry. Uh, I mean, you have Jay Z mom, and she like in her 70s and 80s. She just married the same biology. At that older age, you fixing to leave this earth. Uh, if you get tapped, if you get tapped, if she get tapped on her arm, her soul gonna leave her body. She that old. If she get tapped on her arm, her soul gonna leave her body. That's how old she is, and she still would rather live in carnality and destruction and chaos and sin and confusion. She's got all those spirits on her telling her that that's who she's supposed to be. That's not who or what she's supposed to be. That's what nobody's supposed to be. You see, that's 100%. That's 100% facts. Everything from the inside just, yeah, just like that submarine. But anyways, you can't make this stuff up. So with that being said, man, don't be like these rappers. Don't follow these rappers down these paths. Don't do all the extra stuff that they're doing because they know where it's going to lead to, and they're doing it on purpose. So with that being said, make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, mummies, aunties, grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. Tap the follow and bell button, stay tapped and tuned in. I'm going to come back for the next episode, and then I'm going to be over there on the YouTube channel at the Monkey and Kane. We're going to cook some fried rice tonight on the Ghetto Cooking Show. So with that being said, I'll be back. Deuces.